Brought to you live by Twitch.tv on Commando Gaming 1. I'm going to invite you to a good 3 hours probably today of gameplay on a Sunday morning. So thank you for joining us. And we're going to jump right into the action. We actually have a 5-skull capture the base mission. Usually I like to start out with an easy mission. Unfortunately, this is the last mission on this planet, so we're going to have to start out hot with a 5-skull mission. Let's get into it.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, here we are in an urban area, which makes this even more dynamic. Supposed to capture a wolf dragoons, a wolf outpost. Eliminate the opposition and secure the outpost. Alright, so we're going to probably be dealing with multiple enemy stars, and we're almost certainly going to be dealing with turrets. Looking at the map, it looks like our best route is going to be a zigzag to the objective. We'll see if that changes. We've got our Madar, which has been reconfigured to be all Gauss. We have our King Crab, which is going to be our primary brawler as needed on this mission. Warhawk for fire support.
Location confirmed.
Mackie for indirect fire support.
On my way.
Bloodass for fire support.
Position confirmed.
And we've got 2 Timberwolves to scout. We're actually going to push the Timberwolves out in a slightly different direction, see if we can use them as scout and flank while we move our heavier elements into position.
Let's get down to it.
On the way, nice and slow.
Roger. Position confirmed.
Keep the Timberwolves paired up and see if they can get into the flank. See if they can find anything interesting we need to take out.
Let's get down to it.
It's been a pretty quiet approach to the enemy base. We'll see if that continues here. Oh, enemy contact.
Move order received.
Looks like it's time for showtime.
Piece of cake.
Right, there's the enemy contact there. Let's keep the Timberwolves seeing if they can move into the flank.
Rolling.
Ideally, we're going to try to draw some of these forces out away from the enemy base.
I hear ya.
See if we can use our
Moving to position.
Timberwolves to engage that one target to the left. Right. Oh, we got multiple targets and a turret here. Try to draw the enemy away from their base. Ooh, got a nice rear shot on the executioner here. Very nice. Let's take advantage of that to the max with a precision strike to the rear of this executioner.
Good angle. Fire.
Ooh, nice quick kill on that executioner.
Target down.
And 5 parts. Very nice.
Orders.
Alright, that's a good start to this operation for sure.
Understood. Moving fast.
Move up our Warhawk. It's now in position to give our Timberwolves fire support.
Something I can do. On the move. Full speed.
What do you need, Commander?
Move everybody else up towards this enemy base. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Please say hello in the chat room. Let us know if you have any questions, thoughts,
No
feedback,
shooting, just running. Got it.
or if you just want to tell us how your day is doing on a Sunday, that's fine. Anything is fair game except for politics. That is, unless you want to talk about inner sphere politics, that is allowed.
Let's make some bad
Inner sphere and
decisions.
clan politics are allowed. Anything else, please
I can see why
take it
people
to the
enjoy
chat
this
room.
line of work.
Alright, we got a 75 tonner moved up,
What can I
moving
do
up
for
and
you?
isolated. Can we get? Yes. Alright, let's see what we're up against here.
Pedal to the metal.
Push up. Whenever you have an enemy isolated, we definitely want to hit it hard and heavy. We can do that here with this Royal Marauder. Let's do a precision strike to one of the legs, which is the biggest weak link on the Marauder. Didn't take out a leg, but we got a tag on it. Alright, we got a 65 tonner.
Standing by.
Alright, let's push up the other Timberwolf. Alright, we can get actually slightly above the other Timberwolf here.
No target.
I think, yeah, slightly above. Which means I actually feel pretty comfortable about taking this shot
10-4.
without hitting the other Timberwolf. Good hits there.
Good to go.
Oh, oh.
On the move.
Warhawk can get it, his eyes on the turret. So let's go. Let's take that out. Even though we're going to overheat a little bit, this will be worth it if we take out that turret. That's a pretty serious amount of firepower there. So let's do a precision strike just to make sure we get the best chance of taking this turret out with these 4 people. Well, it looks like we missed on one.
I'm
Oof.
generating a lot of heat.
Overheating would have been worth it if we'd taken that target out. Oh, 90 tonner coming in on our Timberwolves. We're going to have to adjust for that.
Orders.
Alright, but right now let's move up the Blood Ass
Let's move.
and see if we can use that to finish off this turret before it can engage us. Good kill on that turret.
That's
Good
a kill.
turret. Good kill before it was able to unleash those MRMs. With a 5 skull mission, we want to preserve our ammo as much as we can, so that's why getting rid of turrets before they can fire at you is always a positive. That's for sure. I was saying about the turrets, well, we didn't knock them all out. Ooh, that's a lot of
Wow.
Inferno
I'm under
ammo.
heavy fire.
It's a lot of Inferno fire being dropped onto our mechs here. Sure glad they weren't on top of a building. That could have been nasty.
Minor damage, Commander.
Damage minimal.
Push up our king crab. It's not going to be
Time
in
to pour
range
on the
to help
speed.
at the moment.
Standing by.
Alright, our Mackie can help though. Our Mackie is actually going to help by dumping some Inferno on that 90 tonner that's coming up on our company here.
My armor's getting ripped off.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Madar's gonna move for a round. It's not in range to engage anything.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Alright, so we're definitely gonna try to get our Timberwolves out of there.
Double time.
I'm here.
Let's pull our other Marauder out.
Location confirmed.
Not completely, it's okay heat-wise. So let's keep working on this Royal Marauder. Go after one of the legs.
Engaging target.
Alright, we got some structural damage now, that's good.
Reporting critical hit.
Well, we got a Thunderbolt. Ouch, that's a hard hit on our Timberwolf there. That was a lot of firepower coming from that
Banged up
Thunderbolt.
real good.
Oh, we got a 100-tonner in the background there. Looks like it's gonna walk into the Inferno, which is good for us.
I've been sensor locked.
Alright, some Inferno rounds coming in from those turrets.
Reporting. Reporting. Heavy damage. Commander.
Alright, our Warhawk is definitely gonna be overheating now. It was already overheating before all that firepower got dumped on it. So let's actually pull back for a
Acknowledge.
round. The Warhawk cool. We're not in any rush here. That's the biggest thing we have to keep in mind. Hard hits again on the Timberwolf. We're gonna have to
Reporting.
watch
Serious
the
armor
armor
loss.
on it. But the Blood Asp committed suicide from the heat from all that firepower.
Good to go. I'm on the move.
Alright, see how our Blood Asp is doing. We can actually go after that Royal Marauder again. See if we can get knocked down here.
Locked on target.
Good hits there on that Royal Marauder.
Scored it.
What do you need, Commander? Time
Come
to pour on the
Brad.
speed.
At some point, you got to get into this fight.
Aye,
One
aye.
negative about the king crab is just the speed
Move order received.
of the mech is just very much lacking here. Alright, let's drop some sniper artillery fire on that Thunderbolt, since it's an energy build. That should keep it from firing all those weapons.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's move up with the Madar.
Alright, let's get down to it.
And let's just finish off this Royal Marauder.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Can't take many more of those.
That should have done it.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this
That
one.
Quad Gosh should have finished off that Marauder. Alright, Thunderbolt moved out of the heat. Oh, we got a Thunderhawk. That's a very unique scout assault. Right, our Timberwolf E is getting beat up here.
I lost a weapon.
Waiting for orders.
Timberwolf E is almost certainly going to be
Coordinate
withdrawn
received.
here. Let's see if we can finish off this
Got it.
Royal Marauder. Okay, there we go. Enemy off the field.
That's a kill.
Reading you.
Alright, the D is pretty. The E is pretty beat up here. I'm actually going to go ahead and eject it.
Punching out.
I don't want to have to completely rebuild the E, and it's not going to be very useful in the rest of this battle at this point. Took some hard hits. That's fine.
Reporting.
I just dropped my coffee and
These turrets are the real pain in the butt here. So the turrets are getting their vision from the enemy mechs.
Minimal damage, Commander. Waiting for orders.
Let's start working on this Thunderhawk here. Alright, so the Thunderhawk has 3 Gauss rifles. Ooh, I really like this Thunderhawk. 3 Gauss rifles and 4 medium lasers. No wonder it tore a new one into that. Tore a new one into that Timberwolf. Right, we do have the ability to do precision strikes for the head. So let's do 3 PPCs to the head, see if we get lucky on this Thunderhawk here. At least we'll get some sensors
Order.
impaired there.
Moving to position.
Alright, and we do the same thing with our go for, actually we can't go for the head because I don't have a targeting computer on the blood asp here, so let's just go for
You got it.
strikes on the body and a tag.
What do you need, Commander?
Push up with that king crab.
Time to pour on the speed.
What speed? There's no speed on that king crab.
Yes,
Are you
Commander.
kidding me?
Coordinates received.
Let's put some more heat in on that Thunderbolt.
Copy that. Losing lots of armor.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Here's the moment of truth.
Alright.
Quad
let's get
Goss.
down to it.
Let's go for a precision strike to the head of this Thunderhawk. 4 Gosses One should be
Let's
enough.
see if I'm sober enough to run
Oh,
this.
that was a fatal hit right there. Pilot incapacitated.
I'm legally obligated.
Only
to
3
inform you
salvageable
about
parts? How's that possible?
Ah, I can see why
I think
people
we got
enjoy
robbed
this line of
there.
work.
Good to go.
Especially since I've never seen a Thunderhawk before, so who knows when we'll see it again.
Sprinting.
Alright, let's start moving. Moving up. We still have this, Thunderbolt to deal with.
Orders.
But we need to push in on the primary objective. And start working on those turrets.
I'm still reading enemy contacts, Commander. You need to secure the area before you can proceed.
Thank you, Darius, for that useless information.
Waiting for orders.
Aye. Let's send our, let's keep our force together, moving towards the objective. That Thunderbolt will have to show itself and engage us at some point. So we
What do
might
you
as
need,
well,
Commander?
instead of trying to chase that Thunderbolt down, we'll just proceed towards the
Time to
objective,
pour on the speed.
and eventually it will come out and play. I want to encourage everyone again to pop into the chat room if you have any thoughts, questions, ideas, input. Just want to tell us how your weekend's going. Anything is fair game except for politics. Also remind you that we have
On
a
the
follow
clock. What do you want?
bonus right now. So if you give us a follow, each month we give out a Funko Pop. So all you have to do, the minimum for a chance to win the Funko Pop is to simply give us a follow. And anything after, the more involved you are with our channel besides the follow, the better your chances. Alright, here comes that
Commander?
Thunderbolt. So let's push up our Timberwolf and have
Moving
it
fast.
deal with the Thunderbolt here. The Thunderbolt should be nice and toasty after all the heat we dropped off of it. So let's, we got precision strikes to burn here. So let's actually, can't go for the head, but we can go for a leg on the Thunderbolt here.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
We can get a knockdown. Not quite.
Critical
Pretty
hit,
good hits
Commander.
there, though. That's why we gotta push through to those turrets, because the turrets are the real threat here, not the Thunderbolt. Lots of firepower coming from those turrets.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander. I'm here.
Alright, so we're gonna push up the rest, our force, and bring the hammer down on these turrets as
Confirmed.
quickly as we can. Got a heavy LRM turret, and a heavy mortar turret. Alright, it's gonna be worth overheating here one round if we can get rid of one of these turrets. So let's give that a go. We always miss on one of the shots. I don't know why I bother to shoot all four. It never works out for us. But that's why we have a team.
Going full throttle.
Let's push up the Blood Asp here. And finish off
All
that turret.
weapons are go.
Yeah, that was overkill, but I wanted to get rid of those turrets. These
That
turrets
turret-
are what have been causing us the most trouble.
What do you need, Commander?
Our King Crab can do some cleanup duty on that Thunderbolt, looks like. Yep. Let's do a Battle Lord. increase our hit chances.
Taking the shot, Commander.
And we completely whiffed. Oh my goodness. What a waste of a Battle Lord.
On my way.
Alright, we're running out of sniper artillery, so let's just do some heat artillery here. Actually, we'll do shape charges and a precision strike on this mortar, which is really what's causing us, which is the biggest threat here. So let's see if maybe we can take it out with some artillery of our own. Close.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Alright, let's get down to it.
Alright, let's do some multi-targeting here. Two and two.
And for my next trick, a stunning
Hit
display.
Thunderbolt
of
there.
magnificent
And finish off the mortar turret. Very nice.
detail. If they really cared about this facility, they'd have more than turrets.
Let's see what the Thunderbolt does. For the most part, it misses our Timberwolf.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Alright, let's pull the Timberwolf
Right, Commander.
back out of some of that fire. And we're still really overheating, so at least we can shoot our SRMs at the Thunderbolt. Let's make the most of it with a precision strike on the leg. See if we can get knocked down on that Thunderbolt. There we go. Took out a leg. Got a tag on the Thunderbolt as
Critical
well.
hit, Commander.
It should allow the King Crab to finish off
Receiving it.
that guy. Alright. We got one more missile
Copy that.
turret to deal with here. We have to turn off some PPCs.
Target confirmed. Commander.
See
You
if our
got it.
Blood Asp can secure the objective and finish off this turret. A little heavy on the heat. There we go.
Attacking.
There's the turret.
Target destroyed.
What do you need, Commander?
King Crab.
On the way, nice and slow.
Should be able to finish off this Thunderbolt. Not too worried about salvage on a Thunderbolt. So let's just go for the center torso.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Not quite enough to push all the way through to
That target's
core.
having a real bad day.
Good to go.
Alright, Mackie.
Roger.
Let's just use some HE on the Thunderbolt. There we go. There goes the Thunderbolt.
Mech destroyed.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry. Let's make some.
Now the
bad
question is going to be if they're going to
decisions.
send another force.
Heads up, Commander.
Here we go.
Got hostile contacts.
Hostile
nearby.
contacts coming in. Second wave. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a Lancelot. Yeah, this is a light force. It is getting an opportunity to backstab us a little bit. especially our artillery, which is not cool.
Internal damage.
Oh, there's an 80 tonner and a 75 tonner.
Watch my six.
Ah, come on. Completely backstabbing my Mackie, not
That
cool.
was a nasty hit.
Oh, we might lose the Mackie here. No,
Well, looks like they know we're here.
fortunately they went for a sensor lock there.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we gotta turn and we gotta hit these guys hard.
Sprinting.
And they came out of nowhere, started backstabbing one of our most vulnerable mechs. Not happy with them right now.
Roger that.
Let's show them how unhappy we are. Luckily, this is a pretty squishy force
Critical hit,
they sent
Commander.
against us here. But the big thing is we got to get the Mackie out of direct fire. Oh, the Timberwolf. No, that's not good. I just put that Mackie together. I
Not
don't
much
want
armor
to lose it.
left in that location. Yeah.
Alright, everybody needs to head in and become targets so we can avoid any more shots on our Mackie. Let's go for, I'd really like to just get one of these targets off the field really quick. So let's go for center torso on the rifleman. Not quite enough to get through. Gargoyle. Alright, we got some serious enemy forces here. Do not go after the Mackie. Oh, of course he did. Ugh.
Reporting. Critical hit. Receiving you.
Alright. These guys are gonna pay. These guys are gonna pay for ambushing us. All the nerve. Alright, let's get rid of one of these turkeys right now. There goes the rifleman.
Ah, I can see why people enjoyed this line of work.
What do you need, Commander?
Luckily, the king crab is in a good position here. For once, to really get into this
Time
fight.
to pour on the speed.
Alright, let's see if we can make this Oswar pay.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Not as much as I was hoping for there.
Damn,
Poor
looks
Big
like I'm out of
Mac.
flamer
Hi,
ammo.
IMG. How are you? The Big Mac was taking some hard hits there, but he's gonna get some revenge. Let's get behind a building so we don't have to worry about direct fire. And he's gonna dump some Inferno on these guys. Make them pay the price. How you doing, IMG? Hopefully you've had a good weekend so far.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I was tied up with moving and packing and never-ending errands that come with moving and packing. So, didn't get to stream yesterday. But sometimes you gotta prioritize.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Ooh, nice hits on all four.
Ah, I can see why people
Got a
enjoy
couple targets there. Oh, IMG, all my days are the same. Aw, I hear ya. I think we can all sympathize with that. The move is close. We're almost completely packed for the move. By the end of the day, we'll be packed for the move, which is happening Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Tuesday, I'm moving all of the things that I don't want movers to move. You know, so somebody actually asked me, well, if you don't want movers to move anything for you, why do you hire the movers? And of course, the logic is for muscle. But there are certain things that you just don't want a mover to move for you, especially your electronics. So I'll be doing all of that on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, they're going to move the furniture and the boxes and all that stuff for us. So, due to that, yesterday I was not able to do a stream. That's also why I don't have a camera right now, because my green screen has been packed away. Oh, hard hits on our Timberwolf there.
Can't take many more hits like
And,
that.
I'm here.
you know, some people might say it's a blessing that you don't have the camera today, but all kidding aside.
Position.
Yeah, glasses, electronics, anything breakable and not heavy. So, like our artwork, we're taking all of that personally. Anything that can't be replaced by the insurance. You know, anything of sentimental value, all of those things are being moved on Tuesday, personally, and then all of the boxes, the clothes, the junk, everything from the garage, you name it, is being moved by the movers on Wednesday. So, programming note for this week, obviously I'm streaming today, and then I'll be streaming again
Moving out.
Monday and Wednesday and Tuesday morning, and then we'll be skipping Wednesday because I'll be physically moving, and then hopefully if we can get our studio at least a little set up, we'll be able to stream again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the plan right now, but it's going to be flexible, as you can imagine.
Critical hit.
You know, I also have to fit in. I'm working on.
What do you need, Commander?
The wiki for BTA, and I also have to fit in some time to work on that
the way, nice and
over
slow.
the next couple days as well. So it's a busy day. All right, let's see if we can get rid of this Oswar here. Nice hits there.
That's one more bad guy off the board. Damn, looks like I'm out of flamer ammo.
Alright, so let's keep the Mackie moving away from these targets. Oh, IMG, we also need to schedule some time to work on OBS today. I have not forgotten. And that's definitely a priority for me as well. So, we could probably we'll talk about that off camera, but maybe you have some availability this afternoon and we can spend some time working on that. Just let me know if that works.
Affirmative.
Because I absolutely want to get that done for you. So no
This
problem.
is getting serious.
Lots of priorities today. Fortunately, I've done most of my packing yesterday. So you should have some flexibility
Let's make
to get some stuff done today.
decisions at high speed.
Like streaming, for example. Alright, Madar. Go for the head on the gargoyle here. Yeah, we can do that. No luck on the gargoyle.
Ah, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
That Lancelot's got some firepower for its tonnage.
I just dropped my
But,
coffee.
you know,
Waiting for
I'm
orders.
still having assault to work with here. Alright, let's, we don't want my Timberwolf flanked by their Timberwolf. So, let's do that.
Double time.
Alright, let's hit the gargoyle in the
Targeting enemy
rear.
backside.
And all we got was a tag for our trouble. Crazy. Yeah, IMG, that should actually be a good time frame for me. So I will look at my schedule and confirm back to you via Discord
Ready
a
for
little
orders.
later on today. I should be able to let you know if that works. I would say by about like 1 today, so you should have plenty of notice if that works for me. And then once we get it on the schedule, I'll make sure it happens.
Confirmed.
Right, there goes the Lancelot.
Tango down. Yes, Commander.
Oof, both of these targets I want to try to get
On my way.
maximum salvage, so let's see. I don't want to go for the head. Oh, we got some bots. Attack of the bots. Bigfollows.com. I shouldn't even talk about them because I'm giving them a free advertisement.
Commander, they're starting to smack me around pretty hard, and I could use some help.
Alright, let's see. What do I want to do? I really would like to get the Timberwolf, all parts of the Timberwolf here. Because I'd love to have another Timberwolf.
Commander.
Alright, Mackie. Let's see if you can throw some sniper artillery. How come the Mackie all of a sudden is overheating? We must have lost some heat sinks off the Mackie.
All out of AC-10 ammo.
Thank you for getting rid of them, IMG. Really appreciate
What
it.
do you want?
Alright, let's push up.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Alright. I really would like all of this Timberwolf. So let's do a precision strike.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this
There we go. That should give us 5 parts of that Timberwolf.
I'm legally
Yep.
obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Very nice.
Good to go.
Alright, our Timberwolf is in bad shape, so let's actually keep it away from this fight.
Moving fast.
Oh, the Big Mac has 2 engine hits. Yeah. That makes sense. Alright. Is this Gargo coming in for melee? It is? Oh, Gargoyle. Come on, you're a clan mech. You know you can't do any
What do you need?
melee and be successful. Come on. You know that. Alright. Warhawk can go for the head here, so that's exactly what we're going to
Roger.
do. No luck there. Yeah, that gargoyle was really
Order.
stupid coming in for melee like that.
Aye, aye.
Pocket lock on enemy 6.
There we go. That should be it for this mission.
Mission successful.
Yeah, you're right. I could have gone for a melee on the next. Yeah, he died first. I know. I mean, I probably would have gone for a headshot anyways, IMG, because I'm trying to get as many parts as possible. So, we should have our choice of clan salvage here. Alright. We actually made some money. Mackie needs some repairs. Our Timberwolf needs some repairs. Both Timberwolves need repairs. So, you know, but it was a 5-skull mission in the city. So, alright, we got Executioner parts. We've got Thunderhawk parts. So I'm definitely taking the Thunderhawk parts because I like the Thunderhawk quite a bit. So we're going to take the Thunderbolt, Thunderhawk parts. I'm going to take the Timberwolf parts. I know there's heavier tonnage mechs available there, but I really would like to have another Timberwolf. And we should get plenty of other parts here. Let's see. So we got Executioner, Royal Marauder, Thunderhawk, 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 Timberwolf, 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 Large Pulses, Medium Lasers, XL Engine. Not a bad haul for a 5-skull mission. And we've got to travel next, so we have an opportunity to do our repairs while we travel. IMG, how's the leg coming? Do you see any improvement, either just with rest or with physical therapy? Okay. Alright, so we just need 4 days of repairs on the Mackie. Oof. Alright. Let's rebuild the Timberwolf here. Start out with the ATM-9. Do you want to replace the active probe?
Yes, Dr. Rob. I'll handle it.
And the Guardian ECM. Do I have a Clan Guardian ECM? No. Gonna have to use Inner Sphere. Okay, and a heavy small laser. Heavy small laser. And some ER medium lasers. There we go. So the knee is popping and snapping all the time, huh? Hey, Skewed One, good morning. No problem at all. Did you just resubscribe? Did you just resubscribe, the Skewed One? Thank you for the emote and for the continued subscription. Really appreciate that.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Thank you for that. Happy to have you back. I can't believe it's been a month already. since you first subscribed. So thank you for that. We really appreciate every one of our subscribers. That's what we're here for. You should check that. Check where you don't have that on manual. Well, that's okay. I don't mind you keeping that on automatic resubscribe, the skewed
Right.
one.
I'll get it on the schedule.
Just being a little tongue-in-cheek there. Let's see if we put something together that we can build while we travel. Did we get any new toys? Yeah, so I can make the Timberwolf H. Don't like the Timberwolf H. I like the E. Maybe we should go with a good old Timberwolf Prime. Oh, I'm sorry, Skewed One. I didn't think about it that way. Hopefully your bank account's going to be okay.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
If that causes a problem on your bank account, then I don't want your subscription. Alright, so we have another Timberwolf to play with. So this is the Timberwolf Prime. So let's take a quick look at that, see if we want to tweak it a little bit. Timberwolf Prime comes with LRM-40, 2 large lasers, 2 ER large lasers, I should say, and 2 ER medium lasers. Alright, that's a pretty solid build. The only thing I would want to change on this, if we can... Oh yeah, we're getting rid of this machine gun. That's what we're going to do. Get rid of these machine guns. No machine guns. And then we want to add on a tag, because all of my Timberwolves are acting as scouts for me right now. Put on a light tag, and then we could max out the armor. Oh. Really wish it wouldn't do that. For some reason, they must have done something with one of the recent upgrades, and it kind of tweaks what you... Alright, so we can't do any armor. Let's see, I could do a slave. Yeah, we're going to do the Guardian ECM. We're going to trade out the medium pulse for a... I think another double heat sink. Yeah. And actually, probably one more double heat sink. And we're going to do what IMG hates, is taking a little tonnage off the legs. Oh, okay. So what you prepaid for your subs. So that didn't actually take any money out of your account. That's good. That makes me feel better. Ugh. I don't want to take too much armor off these legs, but I guess I can take a couple points off the... rear. I think that's a pretty good balance on that Timberwolf. So now we've got 3 Timberwolves.
And no. Shouldn't be too hard.
Alright, so let's find ourselves another destination. Let's keep giving the wolves a hard time. Clan Wolf is getting a hard time right now. Why can't I zoom in? Ugh. Okay. So we are here. We're on a four skull planet. Let's see if we can find a nice 4.5 skull planet. I'm a glutton for punishment. Ooh. Star's End. That sounds ominous. Or we can start giving Clan Jade Falcon a hard time. Alright, do we want to do one more mission against Clan Wolf, or do we want to start going up against Clan Jade Falcon? If anybody has a preference, put it in the next 20 seconds. We can either go against Jade Falcon on a Terran planet, or we can really go for a lunar climate against Clan Wolf. This could be nasty. So what do you think? Do we want to go for Clan Wolf one more time, or should we start giving Clan Jade Falcon the business? Any preferences? I would like to go Clan Wolf because I still want to get myself a dire wolf. And I'll bet you if we go to this environment, we'll probably get a dire wolf. Let's do the Clan Wolf, just because I want to give another chance to get a dire wolf. So let's do that.
Calculating course now, Commander.
Engines prime. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the dire wolf.
All hands, make ready for docking move.
We've got plenty of mechs to throw at this thing. I think we're just a couple pieces away from getting a dire wolf, which is one of my favorite assault mechs. So let's see if we can pick that up. Hi, Cypher. Thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Don't have a camera today because I'm moving and my green screen has been packed away for the move. So as I said earlier, some of you might find it a positive that I don't have my camera on today, but we'll have the camera back probably the middle of next week after we complete our move. I tried putting off packing up the green screen as much as I could, but it's just so big. Hey, Assorti, no face cam today because I packed up my green screen and my office is full of boxes right now, so it would not be a good view for you guys. Okay, so we got a update from the Merc News broadcast.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
All right. Before we start fighting Clan Wolf, let's make sure we don't have to tweak anything on our pilots here.
Commander? Yes,
See.
Commander.
I think Repo
Waiting
might
for
be.
orders.
Yeah, Repo is now a 10
Training
pilot,
complete.
all the way across the board. Tainted Loki probably should be. Yeah, Tainted Loki's got plenty of. Nope, he's not up to a
Mech
full
warrior training complete.
level 10 yet. Alright, let's see what missions we have on this planet. Yes, moving is a big pain in the rear end. Alright, so we got 2 missions here. We've got Blood Feud, and we've got Hot Pursuit. Let's start out with the Hot Pursuit. It's a 4-skull mission. We should be able to handle this without too much trouble. So we're going to leave our first 4 mechs as we always tend to do. I'm going to switch out our... Let's see. I'm going to switch out our Timberwolf E for the Timberwolf Prime. Logic being that we will have some LRM support there by making that switch. So we'll have Blood Ass, Timberwolf, Madar, King Crab, Warhawk, and Mackie. Should be a good lineup for a straight up battle. Should give us plenty of fire support options. We've got the King Crab and the Madar for brawling. And we've got the Timberwolves for scouting. So I think that's a pretty good makeup for a straight up battle. I do really like the battle missions because it really allows you to use as much flexibility and tactics as you want. We don't have to rush to get to an objective. We don't have anything to do other than killing the enemy. How are things with you, Oh Sorty? Are you having a good day? Hopefully you're having a good opportunity to enjoy a weekend. I think it's a weekend for most of us. Actually, it might be Monday down under, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a bummer. At least here in the U.S., COVID is continuing to accelerate while we wait for the release of the vaccinations. I know they said the first month they're hoping to get 20 million people vaccinated, which is a really small amount of the total U.S. population. So it's going to be a long time before we get to a critical mass with regard to vaccinations. Meanwhile, where I am in Southern California, our ICU beds are now 95% full, which is where things are going to get really ugly because there literally are going to be people who come in with heart attacks and emergencies, and they're not going to be able to be taken care of because everybody's in the ICU already. So that's where this really gets scary. All right, let's take this 4-skull mission.
Command interface initiated.
We're going to be watching for a direwolf. That would be the best case scenario for this mission. Oh, we're put in a good position here strategically. We're actually going to get some shots, some rear shots here. So we got a Grendel, a Hussar, a Phantom. There's got to be more to this force. Oh, your entire lance must survive. Okay, that's a little tweak here. So I can't eject, and I can't have any critical injuries or I'll lose the mission. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before on a battle where they said you can't eject and you can't...
Looks like somebody's an asshole.
Because if I eject, I'm going to lose the mission. Because when they call it surviving, that means your mechs have to survive. So I've never seen that before. Interesting. But I'm not seeing anything that's too dangerous here at all. This does not look like a very scary 4-skull mission.
That was bad.
Commander, they're starting to smack me around pretty hard, and I could use some help.
All right, here comes a 65-tonner. But even the 65-tonner isn't that much of a threat. I'm hoping there's another enemy force that gets dropped here.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
That's one thing. We're going to have to watch our heat very carefully in this environment. That's one thing I never understood. Correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't space cold? If space is cold and these planets have no atmosphere, how come these are considered hot environments? I never understood that for the life of me. Why would a lunar environment be considered a hot environment? Because theoretically, there's no atmosphere, so it should be a cold environment, if I'm not crazy. Right, let's go for the leg on this. Actually, we can go for the head on this Ebon Jaguar, so let's do that because it's shut down. Alright. Didn't hit the head there. So I really never understood why they consider these maps as hot maps when there shouldn't be any, because space is cold. Have you ever blown on your soup to cool it down? Yeah, I have. IMG is going to school me right here. I know it. He's going to make me feel like an idiot, which isn't hard. Let's go for the head again on this Ebon Jaguar. Why not? Might as well take advantage of the fact that it's shut down. So what you're saying, IMG, is because there isn't an atmosphere that makes it hot? But then wouldn't all of space be hot?
On my way.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I've always been told that like space is very cold. So if someone has an answer for that, please let me know. Yeah, we can't even fire all of our weapons because of the heat.
Engaging target. Commander?
No problem.
Okay, so you're saying, what you're saying, IMG, is it's cold, but our weapons are causing so much heat that there's no air to absorb the heat that we're creating. So it's not really the environment that's hot, it's the lack of the atmosphere that's making it hot. Am I understanding that correctly?
Fire.
There we go. There goes the Ebon Jaguar. I'm going to try to push through this mission fast because there's nothing here I really want to get salvage on.
What do you need, Commander?
So we can go for quick kills here.
On the way, nice and slow.
Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Thank you for clarifying that for me. IMG. I'm glad I have smart people in the chat room to answer these questions.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Good to go.
All right. So theoretically, this should make my Inferno rounds even more interesting. They should do even more damage. Now the question is, how are we getting fire in space? That's another question. But you know what? Maybe I should just enjoy the game instead of trying to overthink it.
Let's get down to it.
Alright, we got a Shadow Cat. All these hit percentages are lousy. We'll just go for the Grendel and cross our fingers.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
No, we took out a building.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Didn't hit that Grendel though. Yeah, maybe well, I know the Inferno is basically much like napalm, which is a chemical reaction. So, I had a question the other day, IMG, and since you're our professor for the day, I always wondered why they didn't surround the core of mechs with water, like some sort of a water containment system. You would think that would be a way to add additional heat sinking to a mech, because if you surrounded the core with water, it would also be a little bit more protective as well. So I was wondering about that, why they didn't just surround the
Light damage.
core with.
Confirmed.
Oh, all right, there goes the Shadow Cat. The Shadow Cat overheated there.
Commander?
The fact that the AI still tends to overheat is really showing up on this mission. Ooh, alright, we can hit this Grendel hard here, but heat is a problem.
Tell me what to shoot.
So, I was always wondering the other day why they didn't just surround the core with some, literally a bath of coolant would probably be a good way to keep the core cool. But maybe, I mean, even if it only worked for a couple, mechs need to work in all environments, including space, so it's hard to contain water like that. Okay, I can understand that. So, but couldn't you have... I understand that sometimes you couldn't use water, but what if you just had a extra area around the core that you could either fill with water in certain environments or take the water out in other environments? I think you could still get some additional cooling that way. But then again, the clan didn't do it, and if they didn't do it, then it's probably not a good idea.
Right here.
I mean, sometimes I wonder if clan scientists weren't in charge, were in charge of the clans, we probably would be all slaves of the clans a long time ago. Because the scientists of all the clans are so incredibly smart that it feels like the only way the clans lose is because they shoot themselves in the foot.
What do you need, Commander?
Usually it's overconfidence that screws up the clans.
On the way, nice and slow.
Got a good chance to beat up on this Phantom. Warlord's not going to do us any good in this environment, so we'll just see if we can hit the Phantom hard. I'm really disappointed with this 4-skull mission.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, the only thing that's hard about it is that you can't die or eject, or you'll lose the mission. Now, notice that the fire did go away after one round, so there's definitely a lower duration of Inferno in this environment.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Yeah, IMG, they mechs absolutely do have coolant in their heat sinks.
Alright, let's get down to it.
But it would be interesting to see if there was some way that you could fill things up. I'm not really worried about salvage on the Phantom, so let's just knock this thing out.
I'm legally obligated to.
This is not a very exciting mission, so we're just going to push through this. Ooh, okay. Alright, hopefully this is heavy reinforcements that are coming in. If these are heavy reinforcements, this might end up being a more interesting mission. Maybe a dire wolf. That would be nice. And they're spaced out enough that we can finish off this enemy star, which is basically a Samala unit, from what I could see. And then we could engage this new enemy force.
Armor holding. Good to go. Got it.
Alright. Alright, we got plenty of precision strikes here, so let's actually see if we can just take out this hussar really quickly.
Roger that.
Or not.
Waiting for orders.
Come on, guys. I know he's evasive, but let's finish off this target quickly. He is a problem on this map.
Got it.
I'm here.
It's one of the most frustrating things is if you have a hot map and you're up against mechs that have high evasion, you just don't shoot.
Good to go.
You can't shoot enough to take them out quickly. It just takes
now-
far too long. Skewed 1, how are things going with Fuser? Do we have a Fuser update for today? Hopefully that game's still keeping you entertained.
What do you need, Commander?
I would be worried about that game if there just wasn't enough variety of songs that you would get bored. But you've been playing it for quite a bit, so I'm assuming that's not a problem.
Taking the shot, Commander. Hey, Commander, that heat gauge is climbing, and it's getting close to the
Alright,
red.
so we're actually going to use the Mackie.
Double time. Let's
And
go.
what I'm going to do here... Let's see if we can get some Inferno on that drop zone. See if we can do some fire damage to those mechs when they come right off of their
What do you
leopard.
want? All right, let's get down to it.
Alright, come on. Let's finish off this Hussar.
Oh, we needed salvage.
I don't want this thing sticking around while that other enemy force shows up. Local government? Aw, man. Local government is gonna... Now, wait, the local government should be clan, though. So, theoretically, those should be clan mechs that are coming our way. I'll be upset if it's not clan mechs. Really? The Skewed One, you had a actual DJ look at one of your mixes. What did he say? I'm very curious about what they said. I don't know if we're going to get anything good out of this reinforcement lance here. I'm not expecting anything really good salvage-wise out of this mission at this point. Definitely going to be a mission where we go for components, I think. Alright, I know we're in clan mechs and they're horrible at melee,
Moving to
but
position.
we have so many chances here at melee that I'm just going to take the chance. Alright, we actually did hit him.
That's the left.
There we go.
All primary targets there.
Get the hell out of there before you're completely overrun. Why would I get out of here?
Commander?
I'm not having any issues. I've still got a full lance with almost full armor. There's no reason for us to retreat here. Let's see what we're up against. We got another Royal Hussar. 75 tonner, a 65 tonner, a 40 tonner, and a 60 tonner. You know what? I mean, it might not be worth finishing this mission, to be honest with you.
Target.
I might just evac here. I don't think we're going to have any mechs that are going to be worth the time it's going to take them out.
Aye, aye.
All right, so let's just evac here. This is silly. I'm not excited about the salvage we're getting out of this mission. This is definitely a bait and switch mission. We should have gotten better mechs out of this mission.
Negative damage. I repeat.
So
Negative.
I would just assume the evac here and take a fresh start on some better mechs.
Okay.
You still have a 5-skull mission on this planet. Oh, he liked your mix, huh? So I'm going to be redoing it and trying different stems
need,
in
Commander?
the second half. Okay. All right. So Skewed One is this a
Time to
DJ
pour
you
on the
trust,
speed.
or are you going to fix this and the next thing you know, this becomes a big hit in the clubs, and it's actually the Skewed One's work, and you're not getting credit for it. Oh, come on. I just hit myself in the back. That was ridiculous.
No shooting, just running. Got it. Confirmed.
I'm on the clock. What
Alright,
do
so
you
we're
want?
just going for the evac now. Because I just don't think we're going to get any mechs that are going to be worth it out of this. A local government lance is not worth me
Let's see if I'm
taking
sober
the
enough to
damage.
line this up.
Call me a mech snob, but if it's not a clan mech, I don't want to waste my time. Oh! Oh, alright. So now we got some enemy reinforcements. I don't know if we want to stick around. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Hopefully we
Looks
can
like
move.
somebody's an asshole.
Hopefully we can move. Last thing I need is a leopard dropping on my Timberwolf. That would not be cool.
Systems holding.
Hopefully we're going to get a chance to move here. Oh, there is a clan mech there. Arctic Wolf. So here's the ironic thing. If that leopard does land on my Timberwolf, we actually would lose the mission because then we'll lose one of our lance. That would not be cool. Okay, Evan Jaguar. Yeah, but I mean those enemies are just not worth fighting.
Good to go.
All right. All right, we should be able to move the Timberwolf before the
Right,
enemy
Commander.
lands.
Affirmative. Systems recycling for another shot.
Standing
All right,
by.
good. We can move our Timberwolf. Thank goodness. So what I guess what we can do is I could stay here at the evac zone, and if anything drops that's worth getting, then I can always stay. Otherwise, I can just bail out.
Copy that,
I think
Commander.
that's what we're gonna do. Like if they drop a dire wolf right next to me,
Ready for orders.
what happened to my Warhawk? How did my Warhawk get hurt?
Acknowledged.
I don't remember my Warhawk taking hits. Oh, that's right. I shot my own Warhawk in the back. That's what happened. I remember now.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Alright, let's get everybody in the drop zone except for one mech. And then we can kind of see what gets dropped. And if it's not anything worth fighting, then we'll just bail out.
What do you need, Commander?
Because this is one of those missions where they just keep sending more and more
On the way,
drops
nice and
at you,
slow.
and then you just get overwhelmed. And we can't have anyone die or we lose the mission. So we gotta play this smart.
Taking the shot, Commander.
So IMG, unfortunately, you're not gonna see me lose the mission because a leopard dropped on my Timberwolf.
Yep.
Alright, Mackie, you can also go into the evac zone.
Location confirmed.
And let's put some Inferno into this landing zone.
Copy that. Light damage. Holding firm.
I'm on the clock.
All
What do
right,
you
we're
want?
keeping the Madar just out of the evac zone.
All right, let's get down to it.
Yes, I agree. It would have been funny. All right, let's see if we can get this Hussar out of here. We have 4 shots and a 25% chance. What are the chances that we miss on all 4 of these? Let's see.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Yep, we missed on all 4. All 4 shots. That figures. Okay. Let's see what they drop. Alright, what are we up against? Alright, we got a Black Python, a Blood Asp, a Mad Dog, Ebon Jaguar, and a Mad Dog. Yeah, that's right. It was doomed as soon as I said it. I'm not really excited about any of these mechs that just got dropped, actually. These are not mechs that I really am dying to have. Now, I could take a round and just shoot these guys in the back, since I'm going to have the ability to do so, and then bail out. I mean, these are a lot of clan mechs, but I'm not really so excited about any of them, to be honest with you. So we could do a round and try to see how many of these we can kill, and then bail out. That's probably what we're going to do. Because the tricky part is I can't lose a mech, or we lose the mission.
Getting banged up real good.
Alright, are we going to get a turn anytime soon? might not be worth sticking in this battle, to be honest with you. I'm not excited about any of the mechs. I don't want to take a lot of damage. We're not going to get any rear shots at any of these mechs, unfortunately. Unless I leave the evac zone.
Commander?
Alright, so what do we think? Should we do one round and see how many quick kills we can get and then bail? That might be the way to go.
Affirmative.
Let's just do that. Let's see.
Right, Commander.
I'm here. Move order received. Target locked on enemy.
Alright, there goes the mad dog.
Target down.
Yeah,
My
we're only
long-range
getting one
missiles are
part.
out.
Because we're going for quick kills, so that's... I don't know if this is going to add up to being worth it.
Good to go. Moving out.
But hey, we'll have fun with it. Alright, I know I'm going to overheat here. I know I'm going to overheat here. So be aware that I'm aware that I'm probably going to overheat here. And that's okay.
Copy that.
Trying to go for a quick kill there. Just not enough.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Just not enough.
Receiving you. Locked on.
Okay, there goes the black python.
One left target.
But we're only getting one salvageable part.
What do you need,
I'm
Commander?
sure we're gonna get some components out of this, but alright, let's go for a kick here. On this mad
On the
dog,
way, nice
our
and slow.
crab.
Moving into melee range. Let's see how good a fist breaks armor. That target's having a real bad day.
Receiving you. Affirmative.
Ooh, completely whiffed on that blood ass
One
shot
plug.
there.
What do you want?
Alright, so we got our Madar. Definitely a target-rich environment here. Let's do a precision strike on the blood asp. And we'll go for the head.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Not enough. Not enough to the head there.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright, enemy definitely has a lot of heat issues. This Mad Dog could Don't die. Don't die.
Critical hit! Critical hit!
Oh, he died
That was
though.
a heavy hit, Commander.
That's good. Alright, so after this next round, we're gonna have to bail. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to bail.
That shot got past my armor.
I shouldn't have stuck around. That was my mistake. Chat room, why did you let me stick around? Why did you let me stick around? I'm blaming you, chat room. The chat room is responsible. Ooh, alright, Mad Dog. At least the enemy is taking some self-inflicted kills here. Hopefully the 7 Jaguar doesn't go after our Timberwolf. Of course it is.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Oh, chat, I really blame you for this.
That hit something important.
Good to go.
Alright. We need to bail out. Absolutely, we need to bail out here. Oh, so it's not my it is my fault.
Firing on target.
Well, I said I was going to stick around for a round. Maybe you missed it. That was when I needed IMG to be my voice of reason and tell me to bail.
Location confirmed.
Let's see if we can survive this. Well, I don't have to worry about overheating with this Timberwolf because we lost almost all of his weapons.
Scored a critical hit.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can get a couple kills before we bail out here. Wasn't that 3 rounds ago? No, that was 1 round ago. It's just the fact that the enemy has so many units that it feels like it was 3 rounds ago. But it was not.
Taking the shot. Huh.
Alright, there we go. We're getting some kills.
Waiting for order.
We're getting some kills before we run. Let's see if we can get one more kill. No way that ends badly. You are correct, sir. That is definitely cursing myself with that statement. Absolutely true.
Confirmed. Target's taking a critical hit.
What do you need, Commander? On the way, nice and slow.
Yeah, I have to give you credit for that, iCypher. You are correct. That was cursing me. Cursing myself.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Ooh, I was really hoping for knockdown on that blood asp there.
That target's having a real bad day.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
Right, come on, Mackie. Work some magic here. No.
He's got past his armor.
Alright, that blood asp. Hopefully it'll go after the crab, the king crab. Oh no. Don't die, Timberwolf. Oh!
Shoot me
And
next.
we lost the mission, just like that.
Mission failed.
Who do I have to blame for that? I blame the chat room for that. You guys are supposed to be my conscience. So we got our butt kicked there, and we lost some mechs. So I was so close to evacing either. Well, at least we got a good faith effort. So it wasn't a total loss. We definitely took more damage than salvage. No, nothing. No salvage. All that for nothing. Alright, lesson learned. See, even though you play Battletech for almost 4,000 hours, you still need to learn. IMG was telling me that he played this one game so much that he had over almost 500 days of time in the game. What game was that again, IMG? Alright, yeah, I think we're going to need some repairs, Yang. Thank you. Yang is just rubbing it in. That was Yang's way of saying, hey, dumbass, maybe you should have evac'd when you had the chance. Alright, how bad is this going to be? Alright, 3 days for the Mackie. The Mackie isn't very useful in this environment, actually. So we're probably not going to take the Mackie next mission.
I'll let you know when that's done.
The problem is the Inferno just doesn't last long enough in this environment. Oof. Oof. Oh. Who told me to stay there? IMG, why did you tell me to stay? I remember ING very distinctly telling me in chat that I should stick around and that I can totally handle a couple rounds without dying. I remember that's exactly what IMG told me. So this is completely IMG's fault. So what leads me to the question, IMG, is why did you stop playing the game if you liked it so much that you played it that many hours? Did something come up? Were you just busy? I'm just curious, because you clearly really loved that game. Did you complete everything you wanted to complete in the mission, in the game, perhaps? Oh, World of Warcraft came out and that killed the game. Yeah, that happens to a lot of games. You know, if there was a really good game that came out that was related to Battletech, then it would probably kill our game here. But, you know, fortunately, or unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to see a Battletech game anytime soon. I remember I was a little worried that MechWarrior 5 would seriously impact this game. But that was not to be. Why do we have ammo in the center turret in the center torso without case? That makes no sense. Yes, I know IMG. I should have added some armor.
Right. I'll get it in the
We'll
schedule.
fix that after it gets repaired. Alright, we got another mission here. Blood Feud. Destroy base, 5 skull mission. I will not let overconfidence ruin our mission. Okay, Skewed One, get some rest. We will see you next time, I'm sure. Alright, so what are we going to do differently? You know what? Given this environment, why don't we take some Inner Sphere punch bots out to play? Let's see. We'll take our Warhawk Prime. Let's see. The Warhawk Prime has what in it? ERPPCs. Yes, it's an energy build for sure. So the question is, do I have a better energy pilot? Yeah, let's take Coldfire out of the Timberwolf. And we'll put Coldfire into the Warhawk. Overconfidence, he says, as he blows up the Atlas. Foreshadowing. Hey, come on. Just because we had one bad drop, don't give me complete lack of faith. Don't give me complete lack of faith. We will turn this around. Alright, so we're going to take our Atlas, Madar, King Crab, Warhawk, Blood Ash, and 2 Timberwolves. And let's go. IMG, come on. Hey, I would have been fine with that mission, but I think it was a little crazy that they said you can't lose a single member of your lance. That's, I mean, we're fighting a 4-skull mission against the clans, and you're telling me I can't suffer any losses? That's pretty hard. That's pretty hard for anybody to accomplish. Although I could have accomplished it if I hadn't stuck around like a fool. So I'll take credit for that loss, but I'm gonna temper that by saying that the chat room should have helped me out there. So this is at least the ship didn't land on your head. Well, you know what? I almost wish that happened, because then it wouldn't have been my fault that we lost the mission. I take blame for that loss completely. Alright, so let's do this 5-skull mission. This is probably going to be our last mission of the stream, simply because I need to get going and get some work done today on my move. And IMG, I need to save some time for us to talk about the beauties that is OBS Studios.
This planet blows.
What could be more fun? Actually, I have to say OBS is
On the
much
way, nice
better.
and slow.
Now, IMG, there's 2 versions of OBS. There's OBS and there's OBS Steam Labs.
Moving to position.
Or Streamlabs, I should say.
Coordinates received.
Which one did you download? Because that's going to impact how we use them. They're both going to work. Alright, so we have the base here. We've got the base garrison here. I'm not seeing anything too scary yet. Let's see. This heavy mortar turret has to go. That's got to be one of our first targets. Definitely going to put a priority on taking out turrets
Receiving you.
until we see something more scary on the battlefield. OBS Studio. Okay. I mean, generally OBS makes it really easy to stream games very quickly. I would argue that you could probably be up and running and streaming a basic game without a lot of bells and whistles, within a half hour of downloading OBS, if you know what you're doing.
Got it.
Let's start working on that sniper turret. Let's try to take these turrets out before we deal with the enemy garrison. Alright, let's take a look at the garrison here. We've got a 75-tonner, a 60-tonner, a 90-tonner, which is almost certainly a blood asp, and then a 40-tonner.
Commander,
I still think we're better off taking out these turrets first.
I'm there.
Especially if we shy away from the enemy garrison long enough to take out the turrets before we engage them. So let's do that.
Firing.
Alright, one turret down.
Enemy eliminated.
I mean, this is a 5-skull mission, so we should see probably 3 stars of enemies, I'm hoping. Oh, here comes that mortar fire. Ugh. I hate mortars. Are you talking about the mortar turret, IMG? Yeah, we're gonna... Now, the mortar turret, usually the biggest threat is if they use Inferno. But given this environment, Inferno isn't nearly as scary. But we're definitely going to try to get rid of this turret as quickly as we can. Alright. This Atlas is going to run hot.
I hear you.
Yeah, I agree. These turrets can hurt. But I think this environment actually helps us because they can't really overwhelm us with heat like they normally would. So I think we're going to be okay. Especially if we can take it out really quickly here. Yes, all right. That was a big kill right there. The fact that the enemy lance or the enemy garrison is not coming after us too aggressively here helps.
Full speed it is.
All right, so we got this glass spider here. Let's do a precision strike. I'm not a fan of the glass spider, so let's just do center torso. Let's see if we can push for a quicker kill on that glass spider. I'm not a fan of the glass spider.
What do you need, Commander?
I just
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, we got an Arctic wolf. Probably not worth the shot here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's see if we can set up a defense here on top of this crater and get this garrison to come to us, since we've already taken out half the turrets.
Let's see if I'm sober enough.
They can't overwhelm us with turret fire support here, so I think that's the play, is to set up a defensive situation here on the high ground and force the enemy to come to us here. I think that's a good move.
Standing by.
Hold on.
Moving to position.
We've got the high ground here. We've got numbers. They have lost most of their fire support. So let's take advantage of that.
Locking on target.
Yeah, that probably wasn't worth the heat.
My mech is overheating.
That was not worth the heat, probably. Alright, we got an Arctic wolf. Arctic wolf is one of my favorite clan scout mechs. So we can't take that. We have to take that Arctic wolf pretty seriously.
Waiting for orders.
Now the fact that it overheated is really good timing for us. Because now we can take lots of shots at the head. Works for me. Well, that looked like a head hit to me.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
That was an engine kill? Oh, that looked like a head hit to me. What do you think, ING? That felt like a head hit to me. I think we got robbed there.
Heading out.
Alright, I'm still waiting for something to show up on this mission that makes it a 5-skull mission. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything here that really scares me. Hopefully that's going to cause another lance to drop. Or a star to drop right now. Because I said that. I'm not scared of you, Clan Wolf. Come on. Give me something to be scared about. Give me something to be scared about, game. Come on.
What can I do for you?
We came here for salvage. Nothing you've given me in the last 2 missions is worth the damage that we took. I mean, I do like the Black Python.
Right, Commander.
But I have better mechs at this point than the Black Python. I do like it.
Good to go. Piece of cake.
Alright, let's keep working on this glass spider. Wouldn't mind just finishing it off with a couple center
Roger
torso
that.
strikes. Yeah. Has decent armor. I'm not excited about the glass spider because it's kind of slow. Ooh, Kingfisher. I think I'm 1 part away from putting a Kingfisher together. So that's actually some decent salvage. Alright, now I'm getting a little bit more excited about this mission. That's still not enough to make this a 5-skull mission.
What do you need,
though.
Commander?
1 Kingfisher is not enough.
On the way, nice and slow.
Alright, let's do Battle Lord here. I'm doing the Battle Lord just to increase the accuracy. There we go. Good hit there. And we didn't have to worry about the heat because we were only shooting 1 weapon. So that was actually a pretty good use of the Battle Lord.
I'm on the clock.
Yeah, I think I'm 1 part away from the Kingfisher, and I think the Kingfisher is a pretty solid mech for its tonnage. Alright, let's see if we can just finish off this glass spider here. Come on.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Well,
That's pretty impressive, IMG. I remember I got my Kingfisher parts because I got I think I got 3 Kingfishers thrown at me all at once on a 4-skull mission. But
Reporting
all
heavy
of them
damage.
killed themselves with heat, so I only ended up getting 1 part each. Except for 1 that I got 2 parts on, I think. So I think I'm 1 part away from getting 1. Yeah, IMG. The fact that you now need a battle computer to go for the head, unless they're overheated or knocked down, definitely makes things more challenging.
Not much armor left in that location.
I'm ready for orders.
Yeah, clan mechs do tend to overheat. Now, it does make sense because clan mechs are very aggressive in their nature, but I think they need to nerf that because it's just not realistic that a clan mech would just constantly overheat to the point where it killed itself. Alright, let's just see if we can finish off this glass spider.
Engaging with target.
No, not enough. Not enough. I mean, all of the AI, regardless of being clan or not clan, definitely overheat and explode too much.
Standing by.
I've mentioned it to the developers a couple times, and they know it's an issue, but they don't really seem too concerned about it. I think their theory is that it helps the player, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't like it though. Alright, there goes that glass spider. Alright, that's a lot of LRMs that came from something. LRM 50.
Receiving you.
Let's keep the Atlas pushed out there. It's supposed to be my tanker. Right, I'm trying to save the Kingfisher for my Madar so I can get a headshot.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Go AMS. Yep, just like the good old Go Gadget Go. Remember that? Alright, let's keep working on this Black Python.
Tell me what
I'm
to
going to
shoot.
save the Kingfisher for a Madar. For a shot at the head. So everybody else can work on this Black Python.
What do you need, Commander?
Same thing with you, King Crab.
On the way, nice and slow.
Go Gadget Go. And I'm talking about the original Inspector Gadget, not the horrible one that they came out with a couple years ago. Oh, I saw that with my son the other day, and I said, this is awful. The new version of Inspector Gadget is just horrible. It's more about like relationship
That target's
stuff,
having a real bad day.
like Penny falling in love with one of the enemies, and it's like it's horrible.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Very horrible. All right, hopefully this will not be horrible. Let's go for the head on the Kingfisher. Come on, we just need one hit. Come on.
Sober enough to
Yes. Yes.
I'm legally
5 parts.
obligated to
Nice.
inform you unpaid per kill.
Yes, there was a remake, IMG. It was about 3 years ago. It was on Netflix, and my son loved to watch it, but it was horrible. It was a really horrible remake. It was really more about how Penny fell in love with one of the bad guy minions, so they were doing this whole I'm flirting with you while I fight you thing. It was not cool at all.
On my way.
It was pretty lame.
Roger.
Like, it was very clear that they liked each other even though they were fighting each other. It was horrible. Just the type of thing that you would expect would appeal to teenagers. Like, oh, they're fighting each other, but they like each other. Yeah, it was pretty horrible.
Waiting for orders.
And the other thing is, in that Inspector Gadget,
I'm there.
they decided to make Inspector Gadget not incompetent. Which, if you like the show, the original show, that was half the fun, seeing how incompetent Inspector Gadget was.
10-4.
But in this one, Inspector Gadget actually did some useful things. He wasn't
My LRMs
completely
are out.
incompetent for the change. And I have to say, one of the biggest things that I liked about the original Inspector Gadget before we go off on this, finish this tangent, was the fact that the inspector would succeed in the missions despite how incompetent he was. So, you know, that was another twist that they did. Alright, let's finish off this Black Python. Come on.
Critical hit, Commander. My flamer is empty.
I'm not going to miss this environment. This warm environment is pretty sucky. It just takes so much longer to take out the enemy.
Want some more? Huh?
Like this battle is inevitable. There's no way we're not going to win.
Order received.
But it's going to take too many rounds just because of heat. Yeah, I think I cipher that is true. Speaking of Netflix, kind of,
A copy.
I don't know if you heard the news, but Warner Brothers came out 2 days ago and said that all of their movies are going to be released on
What
what we have. It's called HBO Max. I don't know if they have it outside the U.S. On the same day that they
Time to pour
release
on
in
the speed.
theaters, they're going to release their movies onto pay-per-view. Or not even pay-per-view. This is a service that you pay a monthly service fee for, and then you can watch the premiere. So theoretically, you can watch Wonder Woman 1984 the day it releases in your living room. So I think this is actually going to be the end of movies.
Taking the shot, Commander.
Movie theaters. I think movie theaters have kind of peaked, and now they're
Damn, looks
in
like I'm out of
free fall.
flamer ammo.
Because
Clock. What do you want?
if you give most of the viewing public the chance to just watch a movie the day it comes out in their living room when you want, and you can have your friends over, you can have viewing parties, and it only costs you a subscription, that's going to be the end of the movie theater really quickly.
Let's see if I'm sober.
I don't think this is going to be a one-time thing. I think movie theaters, I think Disney's going to do the same thing with their Disney Plus platform.
I'm on the clock. What do
So,
you want?
I mean, I really think that maybe in the next 5 years, there's not going to be movie theaters anymore. All right, we got a turret. I mean, I agree with you, iCypher. Before COVID,
On
I
the
had
way,
a
nice and
movie
slow.
pass in the States, so you could actually go
Location confirmed.
to the movie theater 5 times a week for one
On my
monthly
way.
price. So theoretically, I could see 20 movies in a month. And I would typically go to a movie about 3 times a week
Rolling.
because I enjoyed that program so much. No, IMG, I disagree. I don't think we're going to see an end to big budget movies. It's just going to be, they're going to be using the movies to drive their subscriptions instead of driving the box office. So if
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure.
if you could turn a movie into renewable every month subscriptions, you're probably going to make more money over the course of a year than,
Roger, Skipper.
you know, like take Warner Brothers, okay? So with Warner Brothers, HBO Max caused, IMG, we talked about that a stream ago. They nerfed they nerfed the buildings depending on the difficulty of the mission now. So if you're on a level 5 planet like this, it's going to take a while to take out an enemy building.
Orders.
Plus, this is a clan building, so it's probably built with all kinds of high-end armor, just because it's clans and they have nothing better to do.
Locked on.
We have a bad angle on these buildings.
I hear ya.
We're definitely going to have to move closer.
Moving to position.
So, I mean, I think IMG, if... Let's take Black Widow, okay? Black Widow for Disney. If they could turn Black Widow into millions of people that subscribe at $70 a year, they're going to make their money back.
Right, Commander.
Yeah, well, this is a 5-skull planet IMG, so that's why the hit points are so high on the building.
Consider it done.
All right, let's hit this turret. Heavy LRM turret before it can hit us, please.
Target marked.
Let's take that turret out. I was hoping we would get another wave of enemies here. So
On the way, nice and slow.
I'm a little disappointed if we're not going to have enemy reinforcements. The only positive here is we did. Looks like we're going to get that.
Roger that, Commander.
So
Shooting
that's
a
good
big,
thing.
ugly block of concrete.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it. Well, let's hope they have insurance.
So, I mean, the days of us going to the movie theater just... my Timberwolf is stuck here. I'm not sure why. The days of Timberwolf, of us going to movie theaters might be over.
I copy.
I mean, realistically, at least in the United States, which is the #1 market for movies,
Commander?
movie theaters are not going to be viable from a profitability standpoint until maybe September of next year, when everybody is vaccinated. And by that time, the movie theaters might just completely switch over to
Roger. Target confirmed.
selling it to subscription services instead of releasing it in the theater.
That's a kill.
I mean, every industry right now, especially in the United States, is just trying to find ways to stay alive.
On my way. Double time.
Our restaurant community is really hit hard here in the United States, especially where I live right now. I live in Los Angeles County, which is the biggest county in the country, and there are 31,000 restaurants
I'm on it.
that are currently closed because of COVID restrictions. 31,000.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And a large portion of those are individual owners.
Going turbo.
Now, how long can an individual owner go being shut down for that period of time? So it's probably simply going to be a situation where we're going to see a lot of those restaurants never open up again. So the movie theaters, just like anybody else, are trying to survive. I know gaming development has been hit pretty significantly as well. Yes, mom and pop
I got him.
stores are really taking a punishment right now. Just like that building.
What do you need, Commander?
This is going to take a while if we have to take out this many buildings with this high of a hit, this much in hit
Roger
points.
that, Commander. Shooting a big, ugly
It's
block
going to
of
take us a
concrete.
while to take these buildings out. Yeah, there's a lot of restaurants that have closed forever, unfortunately.
I'm on the clock. What do you
They
want?
just can't do it. I mean, retailers are struggling. They actually came out yesterday, IMG. I don't know if you saw it, but FedEx actually stopped picking up at some of the retailers like Nike and Macy's,
Well, let's hope they
and
have
they said,
insurance.
you know what, we can't handle all of the packages right now. So if you wanted Macy's or Nike as gifts, it's going to be almost impossible to get them in time for Christmas.
Locking on.
Ugh, these buildings are going to take us forever.
Standing by.
iCipher is giving us some insights on Australia here.
Copy
So
that.
he says,
Commander.
in Australia, we got through our lockdown because government gave grants to companies to keep workers and boosted unemployment benefits so people could stay home. So in the United States, we did that, but we only did it for a very short period of time, and they could not decide
Acknowledge.
on how to keep going continuously. It was like a one-time thing in the U.S. So once it ended in July, everybody was kind of
Roger.
on their own with limited government support. And, that's one of the negatives of the United
Roger
States,
that.
is we don't have as much of a social safety net as other countries have.
What can I do for you?
Sometimes the entrepreneurial nature of the United States, which is everybody succeeding or failing based on their ability, can have a pitfall when something like this
No
happens.
sweat. Something I
It's
can
one of
do.
the catch-22s of the American dream, so to speak.
On the move.
Yeah, unfortunately, our government is a little divided, as you know, and they couldn't all agree on making a long-term program work in the United States.
Good shot, Commander. Enemy structure down.
Oh my god, that's just one structure down. And we've got 5 structures to
down,
go.
Commander.
So we might as well keep talking about things other than BattleTech, because
What do you need, Commander?
it's going to take me a while to fight through these buildings. And this is kind of dull. Especially with these heat restrictions.
Roger that, Commander. Shooting a big, ugly block of
There's
concrete.
only so much we can do. We don't even have a good angle here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So I should probably just sprint up so we have a better angle on these buildings.
Well, let's hope they have insurance.
How is that building still there? That's got to be a glitch. That building is still there even though it
Bye.
fell down and it's invisible? I don't understand what's going on with this building.
Firing.
It still has hit points even though it fell down.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's push up here.
Rolling.
Additional contacts. Okay. We got reinforcements coming our way. Let's definitely take out this last turret
Acknowledge.
if we've got reinforcements coming in.
Yeah.
One thing that was a real negative of this game is that you can't do melee on buildings. If you could, this would be going a lot faster right now, let me tell you.
Locked on target. LRMs are out.
Yeah, IMG, the problem
What's the
is
flank?
we are going to get... Ooh, alright, here comes that enemy reinforcement
Reporting.
force.
Serious armor loss.
Waiting on you.
We are going to have a
And
vaccine
I'm fucking angry.
in January.
Heavy damage.
Unfortunately, the first month they're only
Backspeed,
pushing
no
out
shooting.
20 million vaccine doses, which is far below what we need. Alright, can we hit that turret? We cannot hit that turret, so let's just hit the building
bet.
here.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's see if we can... Come Can we hit that turret?
Double time.
That's what I want to do,
Let's
is
go.
get rid of this turret. And then we can turn and face the enemy here. No, we can't hit the turret. Alright, might as well take out the buildings. I swear, these buildings are taking almost no damage.
What do you need, Commander? Roger that, Commander. Shooting a big ugly block of concrete.
Alright, where's these reinforcements? They're still way far away.
What do you want?
Alright, good. We can finish off this turret. Let's get rid of this turret. Alright, we're running short of Gauss rifle ammo, but I really need to get rid of this turret so it doesn't backstab us.
Line this up.
Alright, there we go. That helps.
If they really cared about this facility, they'd have more than turrets.
Orders?
My Turbo Wolf is still stuck on top of this mountain. It can keep shooting at this building that should be dead already. See, it's not taking any more damage, so I think that building is glitched.
I'm here.
That is a little frustrating. Alright, let's see if we can finish off these buildings with at least half of our lands while we wait for the rest of the enemy to show up here.
Copy that.
I don't even know if these buildings are taking any damage.
What do you need?
I don't know.
Position confirmed.
I think these buildings are glitched out. Let's see. IMG, are these buildings taking damage or not?
Firing on target.
I don't think they're taking damage.
My heat. I'm taking damage.
I don't see any reduction in the armor on these buildings. I think they're completely glitched out. 1491. Let's hit it again.
Special delivery.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the problem, guys. We're not going to be able to destroy these buildings. They are completely glitched out. Watch this. So I mean, they're not taking any damage. No matter what we do here. Yeah, nothing is happening to the buildings.
I got it.
Huh. Alright.
What do you need, Commander?
So here's the problem. We're not going to get any parts out of these buildings because the buildings aren't dying.
Roger that, Commander. Shooting a big ugly block of concrete.
Even though we're shooting them. So, I am going to end the stream here, and I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with these buildings. So, I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, for some more Battletech Advanced. I'll try to figure out what's going on with these buildings and get some information back to the developers, just so they know what's going on. This might just be a glitch on this map. I don't know. Either way, I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. IMG, I'll reach out to you later to work on that project.